Welcome back to Full Beans. Today, we have Super Sports Sunday, and then High Wheel Racing, and finally, Double Trouble in Iowa. Woo! Full Beans!
All right, you guys asked for it. Here come the toes. Okay, maybe not. Race 11. Thank you, Ozzy. Finally, we talked about this. Apparently not enough.
I'm out of queue.
Connor Daly gets an excuse this weekend because he was at the race in a car.
Yeah, exciting to see him out there.
Good to see him out there. Unfortunately, did not last the whole race, but hopefully we can get him here to talk about it.
Yeah, it was last minute, so let's cut him some slack on there.
Cut him some slack this time.
Yeah, not gonna cut him some slack. We still want him here at Full Beans. You know, we're still wearing the shirts and everything, and we still got a few more races. Hopefully, we can get him before the end of the season.
But if we don't, we'll keep going.
We'll keep going, dude. We're still determined to get Connor Daly on this show. Yeah, Frankie, I don't think you want to do that. You already know you're on David's last freaking nerve.
Dude, Frankie is
I'm always on his last nerve.
boring.
Even when I'm
boring
over our
here.
expensive sound equipment.
Jesus Christ.
My expensive
dude.
laptop.
Who gives a fuck about your laptop? I didn't buy your laptop. Ozzy and I bought that soundboard.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like we were saying, we want Connor Daly here. If we get Connor Daly here, Frankie will be on point and everything. So
Free mug. We'll give him a free mug.
yeah, we will. So see you here soon, Connor Daly.
I'm fine with mentioning it, but we gotta be like, we gotta say something like with the bullshit they say on the.
Shut up!
Podcast.
My name is Ozzy. Frankie over there. Make sure you like and subscribe this video.
Turn on that bell notification.
Everything.
Make sure you share it and comment with anybody. With that being said, we can move on to the news of the week. David, take it away with that.
The news. We start on a little different note today. I decided we might shift a little on news today, considering the racing news there wasn't a lot of it this week. We start with Super Sports Sunday. Sunday was the finals of many things. Wimbledon's final, where the Spaniard, and this is gonna be a theme, where the Spaniard Carlos Alcacer beats tennis legend Novak Djokovic.
Oh, really?
Well, we continue on with Spain beating England in the Euro final 2-1. Spain claiming their record fourth title, while England lose a second straight European Championship final.
I guess it's not coming home.
It's not coming home.
It's not
coming home.
home,
More on that
dude.
in a second. Argentina beating Colombia after a lengthy delay, 1-0 in the 2024 Copa America. Argentina claiming a record 16th title, winning back-to-back titles. Now,
Awesome.
while the tennis, I don't think we're any authority to speak on.
I know Wimbledon
Wimbledon.
is a
Clearly,
big one.
we're not authorities. But even a non-authority has heard of Wimbledon.
But it's a big one, right? That a lot of tennis players dream of winning that tournament or that day.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just wanted to mention that because of the Spaniard, we got Spain winning. We got a Spaniard going for his first oval win in Iowa. I think there's a lot of things to root for Spanish people.
Good
this
weekend for the Spanish.
Good weekend for the Spanish. Quickly, I think I brought this segment, I guess, to comment on something that we are definitely better equipped to talk about.
So soccer.
That would be soccer.
Football.
Growing up, footy, the beautiful game.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. Grew up playing, and you the other day had mentioned something about in Ronaldo's last when they get knocked out, when Portugal gets knocked out of the European Championship. Not being the biggest Ronaldo fans, but how that made you a little bit, emotional seeing him on his last European game.
Yeah, it's just an eye opener now to see that we're getting older. We're growing up. Our childhood heroes are coming to their age of retirement where they're not going to be playing anymore. Where when we were kids, we kind of took it for granted. We thought that this was always going to be like this. We're always gonna see Ronaldo versus Messi, and like David said, it was kind of emotional to see Portugal get knocked out, where Ronaldo was trying his best to keep the Portugal in, and it was emotional because we grew up during that that Ronaldo Messi era where it was a true hatred.
was a good time.
Barca versus Madrid. You know, you're putazos, dude. Versus Madrid.
There was quite a lot of eye gouging from the special one.
Yeah. So, but my point is that with Ronaldo, possibly his last international tournament, is that we could have not had those moments without one over the other, right? So
I think what you're saying is that Messi or Ronaldo would not have been as great as they are or were if the other one hadn't been there to push the other one along.
exactly, we would have not felt those emotions, you know. Because I remember back in the day when we would watch watch a Clásico game, I've always felt like when Madrid had the ball, I was like, dude, I was always on the edge of my seat, thinking like these guys are gonna freaking score right now. Take the ball back, right? And when I watch it now, it's just not the same, dude.
Yeah, watching the Clásicos lately. Additionally, just Barca not being
At
not
that
being
level,
the team that they once were, not being equal teams. Madrid clearly being the better team in recent years.
Yeah.
The games are not as exciting. At least,
not.
I mean, and that could only be because we don't have that rivalry anymore of Messi versus Ronaldo. So you know you're watching the game and it's like you don't feel that connection with the one player and then the one player you hate on the other team and it's not there anymore.
And back then we had such an in-depth of the players of how we knew how they played. So every time they passed it to one player, we knew, okay, this guy, this is a little shaky. Don't be messing around in the back over there, you know. So
the hours spent playing FIFA, learning each and every one of the players on each and every one of the teams, knowing, oh man, this guy got hurt, so they're gonna have to play this guy.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's left foot sucks.
Yeah.
Knowing about his left foot, knowing about this guy's right foot, like.
And knowing maybe their left foot is really good, don't give them the shot, you know.
No,
so
cut out left, cut out the left, cut out the right.
Exactly.
Don't
dude.
give this time. Don't let this guy turn on space and pick a pass. Like, it's not. I mean, the knowledge is still there, but it doesn't feel like the excitement is still there watching these games.
Yeah. So like going back to this Spain versus England game, when I was rooting. I mean, I really didn't care who won, right?
Yeah.
But I'd prefer Spain to win. But watching Spain win, I see these players and I'm like, dude, who are these people, man? They just don't have the same nostalgic feeling as like the Iniesta, the Xavi, the Puyol, the Piqué, the what's it called, David Villa, all of those great players, you know, Xavi Alonso, all those guys, dude. So
I mean, the squads were you know, like you had Xavi Alonso for Madrid, you had Pepe in the back, just cleating everyone.
Yeah,
Sergio Ramos, Casillas in net.
exactly, dude.
Like you had crazy squads, going at it, and it was just. I remember one year we had, like, 6 clásicos because they met in like every single tournament.
Yeah, that's got to be the greatest time ever, dude.
That year was crazy. And like you were saying, Argentina playing in the final versus Colombia. Angel Di Maria had announced prior to the game that he's going to be retiring from the national team. Like you're saying, he was on Madrid.
He was,
It was Messi's unsure. The future's unsure, but he comes out injured, which like you can tell how devastated he was to be coming out injured from a final like that, not being able to contribute anymore. Hurt, you know. It was quite an emotional game.
Yeah.
Both games, like you were saying, like seeing Ronaldo, seeing Messi at the end of their career. Honestly, playing longer than the players before them.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, we were like 33. That guy's old. Get him out of here.
He probably had a year, 2 years at max left in him, dude.
Yeah, and these guys going to 37, 38, and
Ronaldo's pushing 40 now, dude. That's crazy. So, I mean, it's good to see that those players, like, if you really put your mind to it, they could still keep playing, you know? So, but yeah, it was
just a little insight on full beans on the beans over here. Our other interests and passions. We have joked around before about starting a spin-off show where it's soccer, footy based.
Maybe we should. We should start this season coming up.
Maybe
fresh start season.
It's just
you know?
it's so big because we'd have to pick on something to concentrate Are we going to concentrate on MLS, which is snooze fest at times? We're going to concentrate on Prem.
Maybe
Are we
we
going to concentrate on Wrexham? That fuck Wrexham.
Yeah.
Although they're the coolest fucking team around.
Maybe,
fuck them because they took our dream, our ideas from when we were kids of taking a team that was down in the dumps and bringing them to the top. The only reason, again, actually just jealous of them. Don't actually hate them.
Yeah. Maybe we should comment below what you would want to see in that soccer channel if you want to see that coming through, because we know a lot. We can bring it back all the way to FIFA. What's the first FIFA you played? FIFA 08?
Well, I had 2002. And then I think the next one was like 08. And then from there, it was every single FIFA.
So you at 2, it sparked your interest, and then at 08, you really got serious.
Well, 08 is when I started the manager mode.
Yeah,
when
exactly. So you got serious
hours
that
and
one,
hours and hours on that game.
Yeah, so those are classics, dude. So we know a lot about that. Smith, remember Smith? If anybody,
OG keeper.
You know. So,
Yeah.
what's it called? That's everything I have for that segment.
Moving on to high wheel racing.
High wheel racing.
High wheel racing. While the Tour de France is about halfway through, a more exciting, more prestigious, more historical bicycle race took place this weekend in Frederick, Maryland. The 10th annual National Clustered Spires High Wheel Race.
More historical than the Tour de France?
More historical.
That's crazy.
Even though it's only the 10th. But the wheels, the bikes they use, the racers have to use high wheel bicycles, those old school bicycles, also known as penny fartherings. I thought it was penny farting when I first read it.
It looked like that.
Looks like it, penny farthering. The track is 4 corners around the courthouse of downtown Frederick.
Makes it easy to memorize the track.
It's nice, simple, square track.
Yeah.
The front wheel can range up from 36 inches, about 3 feet, to about 56 inches, over 4.5 feet.
Damn.
While the back tire is around, I think, 18 inches. Would you try this?
With a lot of knee pads and shoulder pads and
Full body armor.
covering my skin, because that's crazy, dude. One guy that from there, oh my god, I don't even want to imagine the knee scrape that I'm gonna get. Or
Fall would be pretty. I don't even know how you start.
You gotta
practice, like how you practice this.
That's true, huh? That's like all in or nothing.
And the way that they start, so there's a peg on the frame that your foot goes on, and then you kickstart it, right, like a skateboard. And then once you got some momentum, you jump on. They make it look so easy. They're so calm with it. I don't know how they're so calm with it. Like from a physics standpoint, the center of gravity is super high up there. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I wonder how easy it is to steer that thing, dude. It must be.
It's weird, right? Because on a normal bicycle, it pivots in front of you, so your body isn't moving. It's just your arms, right, that are moving. Your body is on the axle.
I see
on the
that
pivot,
part.
right? Because the front wheel is turning, and you're sitting essentially on the front wheel, so your legs turn with the wheel.
That is tricky,
so you got to be like, and there's no gearing.
Yeah,
it's a 1-to-1. One revolution of the pedal is one revolution of the wheel.
Damn, that's some crazy. You gotta have some serious bike skills for that thing.
So
dude.
this
some
race
balance.
apparently is this type of racing is I guess. Popular in some European countries. This one was started like we said 10 years ago, and it was started by a local, I think, owner of a pub there that he went to one of the Scandinavian countries that I think it's popular at, because and then he brought it back. He liked it. He talked to the mayor of Frederick, and they agreed to have it. And I guess now it's a big old thing. They have international contestants.
Oh, wow.
They have people from, I saw Sweden. They have a lot of Swedish people, as that photo shows that we have up.
Yeah.
They have ex-professional cyclists.
Oh, really? Trying it out?
So they get it going over there.
What's the weight capacity on that thing?
I don't know. It looks kind of fun. I would be willing to try it if I was harnessed from above, so that if I fall, I don't eat it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would try it too if my whole skin was covered and everything. I wonder what the top speed is on that thing. It's got to be pretty fast, dude.
I mean, I think if you can get it going and stick out your legs like the old fixies that we used to ride.
Yeah.
The fixies that were the thing.
Yeah.
Just stick them out.
Got 21.92 or miles per hour.
Hey.
22
No,
miles
no.
an hour. That's decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, no. Oh, no, never mind. 18.
Oh,
3 miles
18.
per hour.
Okay, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, I was honestly expecting more.
That says no hands.
No hands? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep my hands. I'm going to keep my hands on that
I'm gonna keep my
freaking
hand
bike,
on. There, I don't think they have. Only some of them. I was looking at. I guess you bring your own bike to this,
though. Yeah.
and it's like customized. Obviously, they have a lot of modern things on it. But I guess brakes is not necessarily one that they have on it.
I really think if we brought this to the LA, this would actually, what's it called? Catch some traction, dude.
So I think you're gonna see us out there soon with our own high wheel penny farthering bikes.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Doesn't look too complicated. Do you make that or you buy that? I'm pretty sure
No, you
buy
can
that.
buy it.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't
Oh, no.
Yeah, we just saw some catastrophic right now.
Oh, boom!
That was like a whole mile that he fell down.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, dude.
Anyways, Frankie, can you go back to the notes? Moving on to the race. Double trouble in Iowa.
An opportunity for the drivers to get double points here, make up some ground in the championship. So
We had a race weekend with 2 races this weekend. The first race, quali for both races was on Sunday, and I wrote the times down.
Sunday, Saturday.
I mean Saturday. I'm sorry, Saturday. Thank you for correcting me, Ozzy.
I got you.
So Saturday from 3:45 to 4:45 was quali for both races. The same quali does not apply to each race. It was independent qualies. Right? Correct? I didn't watch quali.
Yeah,
You watched it?
yeah,
Can you confirm?
I can confirm.
Okay, Ozzy confirmed. The first race takes place on Saturday. The High V home front, 250 on Saturday at 8 p.m. So shortly after quality, this happened. And additionally, it was kind of a weird time because it was like at dusk. So
was.
it's not. We don't normally see this where races are take place at a time where it's either night, where it's turning from day to night. We usually see a race in day, and in F1 we'll see night races.
Yeah,
But what an interesting time to have a race, as you could see, which would make sense. There's one of the corners where the sun is setting. It looks like it's hitting the drivers right in the face.
they gotta have the visors with the sunshade that's really strong because then dude, you're not gonna see anything.
And did you see that they were changing visors?
Yeah,
I don't know how. I didn't see how they changed it, but I saw that they had some visors were changing from like having a tint to a no tint visor once it became night.
yeah, because once it's night, you can't see anything. You
Yeah.
know, so they gotta
Second
change.
race happens the high V one step on Sunday at 12. So less than 12 hours later. I mean, less than 24 hours later is another race, like we were saying. That's a lot of laps on this little track.
Yeah, dude, and this is an oval track, so
It is called the world's fastest short track. Track length about 7/8 of a mile.
not even 1 mile.
Not
okay.
even 1 mile. Laps under 18 seconds.
That's crazy.
You're
dude.
just flying around this thing.
Yeah, dude.
250 laps around the track. And the first race, as we mentioned earlier, the High V home front. Scott McLaughlin scores his maiden oval track at Iowa.
Yeah, it was. He was. A lot of people were predicting he was gonna win, and he was looking like the contender to win this. This first race, or even the second one too. But he was the
He started
top
second?
pick. He started. Yes, he
Because
started second.
Herta
Herta
took
started
pole.
first. Yeah.
And Scott started second. Those are the results, Frankie.
No, McLaughlin started second. No,
I mean, what did I say?
Scott. Oh yeah, my bad. It's Scott. I thought it's Scott Dixon, dude.
Okay, Scott Dixon, Scott McLaughlin, Scott.
Jeez,
We got another
dude.
Scott in there somewhere.
He's called Scotty. That's why
Scotty Mack,
Scotty Mack.
the
dude.
Thirsty Threes.
The thirsty threes, dude.
Well, the one half of the Thirsty Threes.
On this race, what it really made a difference were the pit stops, dude.
So yeah, the
Col-
pit stops. Colton. I forgot what happened in that race.
Damn, dude, you went.
Dude, I
The
forgot
race
what
there-
happened in that race.
Yeah, so Scott McLaughlin Colton Herta had the race pretty much under control for the most part, and there was a lot of cautions that happened, a lot of crash.
Lots and lots of crashes.
And then once they go into the pits, Scott McLaughlin was able to take the lead because they were really close. They were leaving the pit exit, and the Penske cars were able. Penske pit crew were able to do a better job and get Scott McLaughlin out there. By the time Scott McLaughlin leaves the pit exit, he's in front of Colton Herta by like maybe a meter or two, and Colton Herta.
What the hell is a meter?
Yeah, I'm sorry, a foot or two.
Or a yard.
A yard. And Colton Herta is second. And after that, I think Colton Herta had some trouble. He wasn't able to recuperate. And McLaughlin stays in the lead for the most part of that race. And we have Pato O'Ward, who, now behind him, trying to catch McLaughlin. But like Pato mentioned, after the race, that this track apparently is really hard to overtake.
And I think it makes sense if you compare it to some other ovals. Very small, very compact, right? Mm-hmm. So there's not much of a clean lane. You see most of the passing happens right after a caution once all the marbles and everything get cleaned up. Mm-hmm. Right? You can go high, which Ferrucci was crazy.
Yeah.
If Ferrucci could decide to not get penalties all the time, I think he'd be fighting up there.
Yeah, he needs to stay more cool, and he'll be, like you said, he'll be up there because he has the talent, dude.
He clearly has the talent. He gets knocked down in this race to like 20 something after a set of penalties, and he finishes like sixth. I don't know. He finishes pretty high.
Yeah, he finished pretty good, and I was
like
just mentioning something about Pato. He mentions that this one was hard to overtake, and if you want to overtake, the risk is just too high because then you're gonna end up in the wall. So and
then if you go low, hit the apron, spin out. Same thing. It's too risky.
So Pato just took that second place because then towards the end of the race, the championship leader, Alex Palou, crashes out on a silly mistake, dude.
His own mistake.
His own mistake. I never thought.
Not rare.
Dude,
so, not the best day for Spaniards on Saturday. Mm-hmm. That was Saturday. Sunday was a different story.
So, to close out Saturday, with Pato, I think he recognized that Palou crashed out. He would be able to make that big jump in the points because Palou wasn't going to get any points, right?
Yeah.
Scotty Mack now makes up some points and then goes up to the top 5. And that was pretty much it for Saturday.
Yeah, Scotty Mack said after the race, I didn't want to call myself an IndyCar driver until I won an oval. He said after winning the Hy-Vee Homefront 200, so I'm glad I can call myself an IndyCar driver now.
What an interesting to say where I hear like a lot of drivers that a lot of these drivers want to win oval tracks.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we take them for granted. Maybe because I don't know I don't know how, zero idea how many oval tracks are outside of the U.S., how many other racing series besides Indy and all the NASCAR series. And we have lots of series over here, the midget series, or I don't know if they've changed the name. They all use oval tracks.
Ovals, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how many series, because I know I've seen like in like travel shows and stuff. There's obviously oval tracks. It's obviously very easy to make.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many series, like professional racing series, use oval tracks. So it seems like McLaughlin wanted to win it. He's a Kiwi.
Yeah.
So it's like something different for him.
These oval tracks are kind of growing on me now, dude. I kind of enjoy watching them a little bit more, and I'm not so pessimistic or
definitely something that I agree with you there, that it's been growing on me. Coming into when we really started pushing to watch Indy more, when we were trying to gain our knowledge in Indy,
oval tracks. Them.
Yeah, exactly. Oval tracks was the one thing that I was like, ugh. We're going to have to watch oval tracks. The 500 was a little different, obviously. It had always been a little different. But the rest of them, the one thing that I don't like about these oval tracks is that we're going to get them all at once now. At the end of the season, we're going to get a bunch of oval tracks.
Do you think it should be spaced out a little bit
I would
more?
like them to spread them out a little more, just so that we have the variety, right? Because I do think it's interesting to have the variety, the IndyCar races, as we said, on road course, street course, and ovals. Maybe we'll throw some dirt ovals in there at some point.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, dude.
It probably way too dangerous.
Be fun to see though.
Yeah. Is this the one? Which race? And again, forgive me because the races are all mixed up in my head. Which was the big crash? That was this one, wasn't it?
No, that was the Sunday
That
one.
was Sunday. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, so I think that was it for Saturday. I think we can
Yeah.
move on to Sunday.
Moving on to Sunday, the high V one step. Will powers through the field to finally win at the Iowa Speedway. See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw that. Clever.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good.
Will Power started pretty far in the field, I think 20-something, and he took the victory through some fortunate circumstances.
Yep. I think this was another one through the pit stops that he was able to take this victory. And saving fuel was a big thing, too, of him to leapfrog up to the front.
Well, he overcut, and then there was a caution.
Yeah.
So him and Pelot got pushed to the front of the pack with the cautions, which I don't like the cautions the way they work.
Yeah, the cautions, yeah.
You
I
gain
mean-
way too much. We talked about this recently with Newgarden.
Yeah.
Gaining an advantage where Pelot was mad. This time Pelot was on the receiving end of the advantage. I don't know. You gain way too much for being on the lead lap when the caution comes out.
Yeah, it's a big jump, dude. It's a huge jump. I don't know if maybe it's something we review. I said like it before. I like how they keep it consistent, so that makes it, I guess, better for their case. But then again, it's a big jump. It's like a big help, you know?
Yeah, well, like you were saying, consistent. This one, the consistency being they wait for everyone to have, I think, the opportunity to pit if the car that's, crashed or whatever is in a safe enough position. Obviously, I don't think there's anywhere on this track where the car would be in a safe position. So immediately as the car crashed, boom, you have to pull the caution, which is fine. But the fact that you can't come back to the lead lap is you're like a lap down afterwards, and then like these people are just in the front only because they, for whatever reason, stayed. I don't know. It's like you gain so much from just a simple caution.
Yeah.
I think that rule needs to be
Looked at.
Because I don't know. It's too much. I think it's too much of a game.
This race was a lot less interesting and entertaining than the Saturday race.
I think a lot of people obviously learned from their mistakes from the Saturday race. They chilled out.
They did.
This kind of was like a follow the leader the whole race.
It was, because we can even see from the start of the race, there was no crashes.
No crashes.
Till like maybe lap, I think 50 something, there was a caution, and on the last race, you can't even get 10 laps and you get a caution. So
yeah.
So I think you're right. A lot of people learned their lessons, cool down, and maybe we're waiting for the opportunity to present themselves and I'll chill out and maybe someone else will crash, and I'll take the opportunity from there. Right? So willpower.
Willpower being the one taking
Yeah.
the opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, Full Bean's favorite, Connor Daly, was in the race, like we
We can't
said.
forget that.
Raced 140 laps, but was out due to mechanical failure, unfortunately. Sad to see him not finish the race. Good to see him back in the car, back racing.
Good to see him having now some experience with the hybrid engine. So now he can share his thoughts and his comments on what that car feels like and stuff like that. So he's more knowledgeable on that front right there. He was going to run the Saturday race.
He was.
But
Jack Harvey is battling
some neck pain.
Some neck and back pain, I think.
Yeah, even from last week, he's been battling that. So he was going to run the Saturday, but then
Indy didn't clear him.
they didn't clear him because I guess he didn't drive in practice and qualifying, which I
Yeah.
was like, okay, skipping one day makes a difference for him racing Sunday? I don't know. Dude.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they gave him the clearance afterwards to race on Sunday, which is kind of weird.
He raced for Coin. What was that team's name?
Dale.
Yeah, Dale Coin Racing or something like that.
The teams, there's too many, too long, these team names.
Yeah.
Talking about Connor Daly, I wanted to mention, he might be listening to Full Beans and not telling us. Because I don't know if you saw his last Speed Street episode with the Pato interview from his win at Mid-Ohio.
I did. That was a good interview.
I haven't seen the interview. I saw the first part. I stopped at the interview. I was on my way to work, so I had to stop it right there. But did you hear what he was talking about the podium?
Oh, we did, yeah.
Ozzy's biggest issue with IndyCar podiums is that they're so untheatrical, unexciting, and that's the exact point that he was making.
He was, dude.
That he was making that like when Pato wins the race, he just gets like they just park the car. There's no one there to greet him. There's no like happiness. He mentions Lewis winning the Silverstone Grand Prix and how he runs over to his pit crew. How there's a big thing right outside the car, and how the podiums are obvious. I mean, much better in F1.
He mentions even other racing series. Formula E has a better podium. MotoGP,
NASCAR.
you know, NASCAR. So definitely, we're on board with him saying that.
Again,
the podium,
another thing
bro.
that Indy could fix if they just listen to full
That's
beans.
a simple fix, dude. That's an easy fix, dude. Easy fix. Bottles of champagnes, like a big little structure. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
They gotta get that next season. They gotta get it.
They literally
better,
don't have
bro.
to reinvent the wheel. Literally just copy what other people are doing.
Exactly, bro.
Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah, like in Formula E, you see like the fans are there around the podium, dude. So I don't see why we can't incorporate the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could probably go on for hours talking about improving the podium. But good to see Connor Daly out there. Exciting to see him. That guy's ready to race anytime, any place,
He's like
any
racing,
car, bro.
He's racing in NASCAR trucks.
He is.
NASCAR Xfinity, NASCAR. He's got racing in all the NASCAR series.
Yeah, so that guy's definitely a talented driver as far as like he's ready to go, bro. He's ready. I'm pretty sure he's training every day to get in whatever car he goes into. So yeah, it's ready to go. So
Connor Daly, one of Connor Daly's best friends, Alex Rossi, was running out of fuel at the end of the race,
oh yeah,
causing a huge crash.
last lap, huh?
I think last lap,
Yeah,
second to
last
last lap, white flag around there, and Alex Rossi's. I guess he was going too slow, and Ed Carpenter didn't realize. Crashes into the back of him, causes a whole crash.
So Stingray Rob crashed and rear-ended Rossi, and what's it called? Stingray Rob and Crate went in the.
I thought Ed hit him, and then Stingray hit him.
I think Stingray Rob hit him in the back.
Either way, these guys end up in a massive crash.
Yeah,
And if you watch the crash,
it was a scary crash.
20 years ago, 2 of these guys are dead.
Yeah, easy, dude.
Easily. Thank goodness that nowadays we have our safety is as the top priority. You watch this crash, it's crazy how 2 of them were able to walk away. Stingray Robbs gets sent to the hospital and released the next day.
Yeah, good to see him while they were stretching him away. He gives a thumbs up.
Gives a thumbs up to the crowd. Always good to show mom that you're all right.
Yeah, just to make everybody sleep. Not have the anxiety so up. Oh, is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he? What's going on? To say he's good, they're just gonna go check up on him. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's scary crash. Freaking Kirkwood, I think, had the tire on top of his head.
Yeah,
and that
Kirkwood was sitting there with the tire on top of his head.
Yeah.
And he's like anxious, like, get me out. And they're like, we have to help this guy who's flipped. They all go over there,
exactly.
old school. Everyone heave ho, pushing the car or over, flipping it over. It was a massive crash. Luckily, everyone walked away. Everyone was good. Just a testament to all the safety precautions that have been put in the sports.
I was actually getting mad because they weren't helping Kirkwood fast enough because
and then they show where all the marshals are at. And you're like, Kirkwood, you're chilling, all right? You look comfy, all right?
Yeah.
They're gonna leave you there.
I know it was a little hot, but this guy's like freaking head is on the ground, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's flipped over. So you can wait a little bit. The tire it's really almost a pillow if you think about it.
Yeah.
The tire was almost a pillow to him.
Nice little gooey warm pillow.
Yeah, nice little gooey warm pillow.
Yeah, but good to see everybody walked away good. You know, sucked to see them not be able to finish on that. Just need that last lap, bro. Talk about a short track and just needed one more lap of fuel.
Less than a mile.
Yeah, exactly. So sucks to see them crash out. But yeah, I think that was Willpower takes the victory.
Willpower takes the victory. He said he's been waiting to take this victory for years. So he's very happy with his victory. He moves up, I think now to Frankie. If you can go to the standings, I believe he moves up to second now
I think you're correct.
in the standings. Pelot holding strong at first. Good race for the Spaniard. Finishing second.
Second, correct.
Second, yet to win an oval, which is kind of
It's kind of crazy, dude.
kind of crazy. It makes you wonder, what that he's just that much better on a street or road course.
Maybe he just very more precise, right? Than just pedal to the metal.
He can't hold that flat out.
Yeah, Scotty Mack gets third, so now helps his championship campaign a little better to maybe having a chance to at least get a grasp of that championship trophy in his hands. So
I mean, the competition for this championship, it's tight.
it's getting tight.
It's
Dude.
tight. Pelot with still a significant lead, but definitely not what we've seen in the past. The rest of the
points.
What was that, Frank?
Just 35 points.
I'm sorry. Yes,
from Wolf
Frankie.
Power, so it's getting
Frankie
a lot
over
closer.
there. Thank you. He is our math guru over there, Frankie. As Frankie said, 35 points. Pato in third with Frankie do the math. Come on, Frankie.
Dang, don't let us down now. Don't make sure it's not a fluke, dude. Make sure it's not
That's
a fluke.
absolutely a fluke. With
Okay, well, Pato with a 17-point gap to Willpower in second. Then Scott Dixon with a 5-point gap to Pato in third. Scott McLaughlin with a 8-point gap to Scott Dixon. Oh, the Scots next to each other.
Man, battle of the Scots.
Battle of the Scots. I mean, Colton with a 14-point gap.
So it's still not too bad, you know.
No, I mean, it's a tight race.
Yeah.
They're tight. They're getting tight at the top, hopefully, and get even tighter. Hopefully, they back us up with what we say here with IndyCar being the most competitive, the most exciting, the best bang for your buck racing out there at the moment.
You get everything. You get drama. You get crashes. You get danger. You get out of fuel.
You get out of fuel. You get ovals. You get road courses. You get street courses.
You get flip overs. Everything
tires
you
on
want,
red.
you know. So, it definitely a lot tighter championship than last year. Last year, Pelot ran away with it. So exciting to see that now drivers are getting more competitive up there, like you said. So, a few races left in this IndyCar championship, and we still don't know who's gonna win this race, win this championship.
Win the marathon that is the
Yeah.
IndyCar Driver Championship.
So, Pelot does have a good lead on that. So,
Keep tuning in. Keep liking. Keep subscribing. Keep commenting. Keep sharing.
we'll be here for all the drama, all the things that have entitled with racing, maybe soccer. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Anything else?
Maybe if we
boys?
can get Frankie to play.
with boots on.
Good luck. And my jeans.
Frankie with his Doc Martens and his black jeans.
And we got to specific. They're black, dude.
Yeah,
So-
the black jeans.
So, you know.
the Doc Martens, which are also black, and a black band T-shirt. That's Frankie's actual work uniform.
So the first day that's going to be 110 degrees, we'll take Frankie out for a good old shootout, penalty shootout, soccer match in the most. What's hotter? Is it grass or turf? Turf
Turf is the worst. Turf is the
terrible.
worst.
It's
Frankie,
terrible.
who never played a sport, but he was in band.
Which is more of a sport.
Okay, that's a comment. That's an argument for another day. And on that bombshell,
Full
beans.
beans signing out.
Frankie with his mamadas over there. I liked it though. It was good.
That was good. That was good.
Bombshell thing.
Bombshell to know that marching band is more of a sport than anything else.
I would agree to you to a certain extent, but
I
on the
wouldn't say it's more than anything else.
But-
it's definitely a sport.
yeah, but on the show I will definitely say that it's not a sport.
I should turn these cameras off before I agree with Frankie, so that we don't have any video evidence of that bullshit.
They're turned off.
Yeah, so actually Frankie's kind of smart, when you think about it. The thing is, I can't say that on the show. It's gonna break character.
Yeah.
What is that?